Let's finish my Pastry Week Raspberry Pistachio Frangipane Tarts from my Great British Bake Off 2024 Bake-Along. While the pastry shells froze, it was time to move on to the frangipane, which is essentially a spreadable paste made from nut flour, typically almond, and then butter, sugar, flour, and eggs that bakes into an almost cake-like texture. The reason I was most apprehensive about this bake was that I hate almond extract. Cannot stand the stuff. And I knew that typically that was the main flavor of frangipane. But luckily, the beauty of baking is that if you don't like something, sub it out for something else. So for my tarts, I opted for pistachio frangipane with just a dash of vanilla extract. And spoiler alert, it turned out much better than expected. Anyway, once the frangipane was all mixed together, I placed it in the fridge to chill while I baked off my tart shells, which excitingly kept their shape, but my pastry could have been thinner. C'est la vie. I scooped in a thin layer of frangipane, filling them up less than halfway, and then popped these back into the oven to bake until the frangipane had risen and everything was golden brown. I removed the pastry rings and then transferred these to a wire rack to cool completely while I prepped the toppings. My topping inspiration came from what I happened to have in my fridge at the moment, which was some mascarpone, which turned into mascarpone whipped cream, and then some raspberry jam that I had made for the Biscuit Week Viennese whirls. Go watch that video if you want to see how it's made. Anyway, once the tarts had cooled, I spread on a layer of the raspberry jam, piped a border of mascarpone cream stars, added a fresh raspberry to the center of each tart, and then sprinkled on some chopped pistachios. And there we have it, my Pastry Week Raspberry Pistachio Frangipane Tarts. Follow for part 3.